All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And as you see, 2026 is coming in with a bang, especially if you're watching. And, this man right here, he said that AI is basically going to be the focal point of this year. But I'm going to allow him to speak a little bit.
Prediction is data centers and AI expansion will be a underappreciated but potent political issue in 2020.
So right there, he's telling you, because he's trying to put out propaganda concerning the AI. So he's trying to get the people to look at AI in a positive light. But as we continue to watch this video, it's going to show that people is not as stupid as they thought. A lot of people don't like AI. A lot of people think that, it's going to take jobs, and that is the case. Matter of fact, real quick, because the system that they're trying to set up, it said the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. All right, so the Lord intended the earth to be lived upon, and by man, not robots, not cyborgs, all right, which is man and machine. And this is what they're trying to bring. All of this is going to lead to what. And it says, therefore, have the curse devour the earth. That's the wicked. 10 chapters over, Isaiah 34:6. You can start from verse 5. It said that my sword shall be bathed in heaven. It come down upon Idumea, the people of my curse, to judgment. Idumea is a Latin way of saying Edom. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and a few men left. Let's look at this word burnt. It's not talking about fire. It's all about context. So you got harar in the Hebrew, and this is to be angry, okay? To be angry. And then also, it's another one. Yep, figuratively, to show or incite passion, all right? And it's passionate anger, because what's happening under this MAGA campaign is that a lot of people are feeling duped. Trump is doing the opposite of everything he said he was going to do. He's not making America great again. He's making it worse. And he's trying to replace jobs and people by AI.
6. 8 executive orders signed by President Trump related to artificial intelligence, just behind tariffs and immigration. He has made himself the AI president.
And this is why I wanted to make the video, because he is the AI president. Like I always bring up, remember, he had Elon Musk, which is like the face of artificial intelligence, in his cabinet from the beginning. He was inaugurated with Elon Musk, okay? And then from that point on, talking about Stargate, which is a network that everything is going to be ran on eventually. Then he had, the faces of artificial intelligence, also like Larry Ellison, Peter Thiel, all right, that's Palantir, all right. So it's a lot of things that's showing you where everything is leading. So while people was turning up, drinking, getting drunk till they can't stand, all right, eating, drinking, and being merry, these devils are planning for something major this year.
Yet, let me give you some names of states: Indiana, Arizona, Missouri, Texas, all in one way or another on the Republican side are up in arms about either AI regulation, lack thereof, or data centers and their implications. 60% in our most recent poll, nearly 60% of Americans believe artificial intelligence will not increase jobs, but take jobs away. And 44% in our most recent poll want more regulation of AI than less. This is a wedge issue that Democrats have identified because it is not cohered on the MAGA side. The president has already put down his chips on it, but data centers, utility rates, materials, all those things are going to be under the ground, rise up in the midterms and unexpected.
So, as you see, you got the blue states who don't really care for it. You got some of the red states who don't really care for it. And that's why Yahushua said this in the NOT, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. All of this is leading to the collapse of Babylon the Great. All of this is in our favor. All right. So you have to understand the times that you are in. Matter of fact, because warning is not going to keep on happening for long. Son of man, I have made you a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. And when I say unto the wicked, you shall surely die, and you givest him not warning. This is the wicked of Israel. Nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. That same man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood I require at your hand. So the reason I'm reading this is because the Lord have made watchmen that have been telling you about where the world is going. Do that means that you just start sitting on your ass and just say, fuck it, the world is over. I ain't doing nothing. Ain't no point. No. This is supposed to actually build up your faith. This is actually supposed to make you happy. Because remember, the scripture says this is why the Lord said this through Apostle Paul. This is the mindset you're supposed to have. It said, and they that use this world not as abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So this is supposed to be your mentality. This is supposed to be your mentality. You're supposed to walk in the earth with a sense of understanding, and understanding that this world is on its last leg. And when we say world, we're talking about eon. Okay? We're talking about age. Okay? The end of the world is talking about the end of this age. And the end of this age, as it say in 2 Ezra 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. Let's look up the word fashion. Schema. So I'm going to read the bottom. It says, I'm just going to read it. The habitus as comprising everything in a person which strikes the senses, the figure, the bearing, discourse, actions, manner of life. So the way that life used to be, and life been on the down slope that people can actually feel it, because it really been on the down slope since the prophets came on the scene. But when you can really feel it, everybody 2020 up until now. All right. So even going back to just last year, 2 years ago. All right. So when the pandemic was basically over, people was able to take off the mask and move around in the earth like they once was. You know, that's about to change. Everything is about to be AI regulated. So that's the manner of life that's about to change. Okay. And manner is the way that people do things. So all of that's about to change. That's why we read Verse 7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languish, all the merry heart do sigh. The reason that you're going to be sighing because the manner of life that you once knew is going to change. It's going to be a lot of regulations. Everything is one word. It's all about control with this devil. All right? It's all about control. And this is where everything leads off to. This is what you call the image of the beast. This is what you call setting up the MOTB system. It said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image should both beast should both speak and cause that as many will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. This is where everything is transforming into. Okay.
And
we've already seen some Democrats campaign around
absolutely
in Virginia and in New Jersey.
In the acceptance speeches of both Mikey Sherrill, governor of New Jersey, and Abigail Spanberger, governor of Virginia, they linked data centers and utility rates. Yeah. It is an issue coming.
It's an issue coming. Okay. And the prophets told you first. And, you know, I love every time that I turn on, you know, YouTube, TikTok, and news that shows that the Lord is on his way back. Because, you know, the things that pop on your social media is things that you watch. So, you know, I see a lot of things, robots, automation, artificial intelligence, these things that, you know, people just look at as it's not going to be any type of importance. Every time that you see something like that, you know, your light bulb should light up. Like, man, what the hell going on? But remember, the Lord said this. It said, for Yahweh have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and he have closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers have he heard. And then when you go to verse 9, stay yourself in wonder, cry you out, cry, they are drunken, but not with wine, they stagger, but not with strong drink. So you so caught up in the philosophies of this world and these little things that you think is little. I'm saying little things because that's the way you look at it. These little things that you think little is happening each day. AI is getting more intelligent each day. And Daniel 12:4 said that knowledge shall increase. That's also a sign of the end. Okay? So going back, we're just going to end it. We're just going to read it through. I don't know who may be new watching this video, but from 16 to 18 goes into the physical digital implant that they're going to put inside people. That's the mark. The Greek word is charagma, and it said a mark pricked in. It also goes into, it shows the stamp of your master, who you belong to. This is why, matter of fact, I ain't even going to read Revelation 13. I'm going to read Revelation 14 to show you the judgment. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the holy Lamb. Okay? Presence of the Lamb. So the point is that the digital infrastructure is being set up, and we have Yahweh Bashim Awashai. So I'm going to end it on this. Because you have kept the words of my patience, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them. Try them means to test. Our faith is going to be tested. The world's faith is going to be tested. And I'm talking about the world of Israel. And according to the scriptures, a lot of Israelites are going to fail. And that's why we say we hope we don't fail. Because at the end of the day, this is the Lord's microchip. This is his test. But the ones who have kept the words of his patience, he will keep them from the hour of temptation. Let's look up the word keep, and then we're going to end it. thou hast kept Terrell. So it says to attend carefully, to take care of, to guard, to keep one in the state in which he is. So right now, are we eating? Are we provided for? So the Lord said He's gonna keep us in that state. All right. So that's the benefits of having Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, and also with having Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, we are able to understand, where the world is going and how to walk in this world. So seek ye out the Lord while He may be found, and Shalom.